Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and most welcome guests.
Good morning.
The ultimate questions. Who are you and why are you here? I was asked these questions when I came to the first Toastmaster meeting in this club. Who are you and why are you here? Jonathan Timmerman was the Toastmaster of the day. I told him, my name is Deepak Jose, and I really don't know why I am here. Do you give free coffee and donuts every meeting? Any free food? No. By the end of my first Toastmasters meeting, I was so sure, or almost certain, that I was not going to join Toastmasters. Have you ever got intimidated or scared by looking at the quality of our great speakers in our club? I have. My first day, John Lane, Chris Carafotius, and Don Penovi, they were giving the table topic speech. Carolyn Norton, Les Jen, they were giving the prepared speech. Alok was one of the evaluators. I was so intimidated, I was so scared, I didn't want to come back here again. Then I looked to my side. I saw Sven Dijon. What's it mean? Then I thought to myself, if Sven can be a Toastmaster, then I can better be a very great one. That's why I decided to join Toastmasters. I've enjoyed my Toastmasters journey since then. And I want to tell you why I was here and how did I benefit from this Toastmasters club. We have few guests here, so I want to convince you to join this club. I would like to start with the first one. Toastmasters has helped me deal with my biggest insecurity. Most of you know from my accent that I'm from India. English is my third language. I think in my mother tongue when you guys ask me a question. After coming here to the United States, I realized that I have an Indian accent. Oh, you would be wondering, because when you are in India, everybody has an Indian accent. You would not know about it. I was worried how am I going to compete with all these people working at the Coca Cola company or in a global business world if I'm a non-native English speaker. I was concerned. When I joined this club, I went to Alok, who's my mentor, and I told him. He gave me the best advice that I've received. He told me, the faster you are going to accept who you are, the better speaker you are going to become. Alok, thank you for being my mentor. I still have my Indian accent, but I don't worry about it. I've accepted who I am and I can give a better speech, not worrying about where I come from. Because really everybody in the audience appreciates who you are. My challenge to you, all fellow Toastmasters, when you come here, we are here to become better public speakers. There might be some insecurities. You may not have one. If you have, this is a good place where you can deal with it. Why I was here. The second reason, finding my speaking style. I was at the Toastmasters meeting. I gave a speech. I thought I nailed it. I was waiting for the end, where the Toastmaster of the day was giving the drum roll. I was like, oh, I'm just going to get it. The best speaker of the day was very peacefully waiting. And the Toastmaster announced, the best speaker is Charlie Miller. And I was like, what on the world just happened? Here I speak a good speech even. So I put my game face on, I went back to my seat. Man, I don't know how did Charlie win that speech. I mean, that was not even his best speech. Then I decided to ask Linara, who is my colleague and who is also a DPM, as most of you know, to get a feedback. I generally don't do that on a regular basis. I was like, thank God, forgive my sins. I'm going to ask feedback from Linara. So Linara can be brutally honest while giving the feedback. And she told me, oh, I voted for Charlie, and here are the reasons why. But later on, she told me advice about how to become a better public speaker in the most interesting way. She told me, Deepak, you are not a pretty girl like Liz. You don't even have a nice voice. You don't have the charisma like John. You don't have the stage presence like Chris. And you bastardize the use of English language. But you can deliver comedy well. She could have just told that. So I went back. I tried speaking like Liz, but I realized that I'm not a pretty girl. Went to Amazon, searched for some charisma and stage presence. They were not selling it. I realized I could connect with the audience much better and easy using humor. I was always concerned if people would take me seriously if I keep on cracking stupid jokes. Lina is my colleague. Our relationship at work is constructive discontent. We don't agree on anything. But when she told me that humor is okay, that was a great thing. I've always taken Linara's feedback whenever I've gone to a humorous speech contest. She heard my speech at least 6-7 times. When for the international speech contest, she always gave me the best feedback. You should be more nice, but thank you for giving me the best feedback. It helped me. Thank you. Fellow Toastmasters, I want to challenge you to find your speaking style. When you find your speaking style, it is going to make the flow very easy. It might be humor. I don't know what it is going to be, but you are going to do much, much better. Why was I here? Getting out of my comfort zone. Last year, I won the humorous speech contest. I was so excited. I told a friend of mine who is a retired military veteran, I told him that I won the speech contest. He told me, you should try stand-up comedy. And stand-up comedy is like a green beret for public speaking. I asked him, what is a green beret? I don't know. He told me, you would be like John Rambo for the public speaking. I kind of like the idea. I was sitting at Fado, the Irish pub. Have you guys know Fado? Was sitting there, sitting right next to John Lane, and I told him, I want to do a stand-up comedy at Laughing Skull, which is the comedy club, soon. I wanted him to make it very discreet. Nobody should know. If I go screw up, you are the only person knowing. The next day morning, an invite went to all of the Toastmasters club. Deepak Jose specific stand-up comedy. I can touch my heart and tell all of you, when I came to United States or the state of Georgia or joined the Toastmasters Club, I never ever imagined that I could do a stand-up comedy. That was really, really out of my comfort zone. And I want to thank John. A couple of weeks back, I was having a drink with John and his husband, Tom. So we were having a very nice conversation. Tom is a very smart guy. And I was telling, I pulled John apart and I asked him the question, John, Tom is so smart, way above your league. How did you convince him to get married to you? Can you teach me how? And Tom heard it, so I'm his favorite guy now. But I want to tell you, John, I was wrong. You are the nicest guy, and you are way above his league. Do you know why? Because you are the kindest man I have seen here at the club. I know when I go for an out of the comfort zone adventure that John Lane has got my back. So thank you. Fellow Toastmasters, I encourage all of you to get out of your comfort zone. Sometimes it is just getting up and giving a speech or giving a comedy speech. And all of you, there is one area which you should work on, that is roasting others. My God, last week there was a roasting I made a few people roast each other. Oh, you were like literally loving each other on the stage. So try to roast each other better. Why was I here? Toastmasters is a very good career booster. Last year, the same time, I was impacted or laid off from the Coca Cola company. I was searching for a job. I had to leave this country in 90 days if I could not find a job. I reached out to all of you, Liz, Alok, Aya, Daryl, a lot of you. You guys helped me stay motivated. It is Alok who introduced me to my current manager, Alpa. Alok later on told me that Alpa does not speak to him anymore. Earlier this year, when I was looking for a job outside and I was interviewing for the company which I got hired to, he asked me, tell me about the situation where you went out of your comfort zone. If you have been paying attention, I gave you the answer in my earlier poem. When I gave that answer, I could see his face. His eyes were getting wide open. The pupils were getting dilated. It was like he was getting high on weed. I was sure that I nailed that interview looking at his face. I encourage all of you to use your Toastmasters story because all the hiring managers here at Coke or anywhere, they are going to really appreciate you getting up every Thursday morning at 7:30 to become a better public speaker. That's why I was here. I will be moving to Nashville next week, end of this week. I have found a couple of Toastmasters club in Nashville, and I'm going to join one of them, definitely. And when I go there, I'm sure that the Toastmaster of the day is going to ask me that question. Who are you? And why are you here? Fellow Toastmasters, I have never been more certain on why I should be a member of Toastmasters. My name is Deepak Jose. I want to be a better public speaker and I want to be great at it, and I'll continue going to Toastmasters until I become great. You all have been very essential part, inseparable part of my Coca Cola journey. So I want to thank you, and as my mom told, I told that I'm leaving Coke. She told that you should thank the people who helped you, and you should definitely tell sorry to the people who I might have hurt. So with that, I want to thank you all, and if I want to apologize if I've hurt anybody. When I played out yesterday that I'm going to apologize, I could not stop laughing. But fellow Toastmasters, good luck and bye. Thank you.